guys, it's find. I went to eBay and I got me boxes of mystery books. Well, actually I got 4 of them and they sent them to me in these big huge packages, and I got different genres. Each one came with 20. I bought 3 of them for $15. That included shipping, and they're all paperbacks, and they threw in an extra 20 for me. I wanted to show you what I got. This one right here that we're gonna start with, this one is a true crime. When I got these, I was expecting to just get whatever was gonna come. What I didn't expect is that 95% of them were going to be between 1970 to sometime in the 90s, maybe. Older paperbacks like this. They look like this. And I said, you know what? It's okay. It's just for fun. I might keep some. I'm going to donate them, and that's going to be fine. Out of the packages, that's true crime. Horror. Out of all of those books, because I'm taking these to be donated, big huge packages full of books. This is what I decided to keep out of all of those. So I think there's 14 books here. This one is John Saul, The God Project. If you look at the cover, it looks terrifying. Doesn't it remind you of something that would come out of like The Exorcist or The Brood? So let's just, out of curiosity, see if there's a date on the publishing on this thing. This is from Bantam Books. Copyright was 1982. Cover art copyright was 1983. Something is happening to the children of Eastbury, Massachusetts. Something that causes healthy babies to turn cold in their cribs. Something that strikes the heart of every parent's darkest fear. Sounds creepy already. Something unexplained that's taking the children one by one. Sally Montgomery has just lost her beautiful little baby girl. Lucy and Jim Corliss, Corliss, bitterly divorced, have been reunited by the sudden disappearance of their son. An entire town waits on the edge of panic for the next child to be taken. They all know there must be a reason for the terror, but no one ever expected the God Project. This sounds thoroughly creepy, and you're like, okay, well, if something is coming and taking the babies and they're turning blue, what in the heck is it? I want to know. So this actually looks good. Don't write off the older books just like classics, guys. Sometimes the story is better. And if you're looking for a book with CGI in it, hey. Dean Koontz Strangers. Dean Koontz people. Dean Koontz, this was my father's favorite author, so I had to keep this book. It looks super intriguing. We've known Dean Koontz writes a lot of good books too. You guys, it's Find. I didn't know that. Look at that. It has a signature from 89. Oh my gosh, it says to Debbie, they've landed, but in my version, they don't want to steal your soul or cook you for dinner. Oh my gosh, if that's real, I'm going to freak. I did not know that. I literally just opened the package and haven't opened the books. Okay, oh my god, that's so cool. I'm going to have to Google and see what his signature looks like. This is the best novel he has written, and you know who said that? Stephen King, baby. I'm reading this one. If Stephen says it's scary, I believe him. I just cannot believe an autograph. Yo! Another Dean Koontz, and there he is on the back in all his creepy picture glory. This one is called The Mask. Laura was in the cellar doing some spring cleaning and hating every minute of it. I can already relate to Laura. She didn't dislike the work itself. She was by nature an industrious girl who was happiest when she had chores to do, but she was afraid of the cellar. Once again, Laura. This one. This one reminded me of something creepy too, like something out of The Omen, or I don't know. Freaked me out. V.C. Andrews, and we know that she wrote Flowers in the Attic and the whole series, and I have that up on the shelf too. I haven't read the whole entire series, but yeah. Brainchild. Look at that. Creepy. The rabbits and the little child in the cage. It's like weird. Everyone in town knew there was something different about Lois Wilson. But Lois didn't care. Lois cared only about science and behavioral science. What kind of chick is Lois? Even though her parents were disturbed by her, so if they're worried about her, there's something not right about Lois. So even though her parents were disturbed by her and her little brother worshipped her, Lois didn't care. She didn't even care she had a little brother looking up to her. And when her father suffered a stroke and her mother began drinking, now her scientific curiosity could have full expression. If she could control the behavior of laboratory animals, imagine what she could do with the people. So this crazy chick is going to do something, and she's going to end up programming people because she can do it to these little rabbits, I bet you. And that's probably her freaking little brother screaming, "Get me out of here, help me." I bet you. Oh, dude, just the title alone creeped me out and made my hair stand up. It's called Daddy's Girl. And if you look at the cover, it's just like, oh man, this is not going to be a good ride. But it's a train wreck, so you can't look away kind of thing. Daddy, are we bad? Of course not. And you really mean it? This is what little girls do with their daddies? Didn't I tell you, eh? I know, but if everybody does it, then how come I can't tell? This is about a woman who is telling her story. Oh my God, I don't know. I mean, I'll read it, but I'll read it, but not right now. I can't handle that right now. I know this name. I haven't read anything by them, but I know her name. I've seen it. This is called Deadly Harvest. It says the Flynn Brothers trilogy. So, oh my God, there's another book I'm going to have to find. So Deadly Nightshade, Deadly Harvest, and Deadly Gift. So this looks like it is the second book. All right, that's okay. A dark legend comes to life when a young woman is found dead in a field, dressed up as a scarecrow with a slashed grin and a broken neck. The residents of Salem, Massachusetts begin to fear the infamous Harvest Man is more than just a rumor, but an out-of-town cop, Jeremy Flynn, doesn't have time for ghost stories. He's in town on another investigation looking for a friend's wife who mysteriously vanished in a cemetery. Oh, I gotta find the other two books. Oh, look how pretty the flower is with the freaking eyeball in the middle. Staring back at you. It's Alfred Hitchcock. Hurrah. You have to read it. It's edited by Alfred Hitchcock. A ghoulish collection from the master of macabre. Come and see the house of that Alfie built with hot and cold blood running for all. Every closet has its skeleton and every skeleton has its story. And when the master of the macabre, Alfred Hitchcock, sets to work, the frightening things happen. Each chamber of horrors has been designed by an outstanding master of bizarre murder and eerie evil. This is not a collection to be read alone. This is Daniel Ransom. It is called The Forsaken. But Dean Koontz had something to say about this book. He said, Ransom's writing is strong, fast, and sleek as a bullet. He's one of the best. It looks so creepy. I mean, look, I don't know if this kid has a double personality or he ends up possessed or he was first a good kid turned into an a-hole. I don't know what it is, but there's something dual personality going on here. There was Anna, the town's bad girl, mistreated and abused, who made the ultimate sacrifice to get her revenge. That doesn't look like a girl. That looks like a guy. The Forsaken, the fortune teller whom the town ridiculed, but not for long. The handsome 15-year-old boy whose nightmare started with a strange birthmark and a message from beyond the grave. Oh, I bet you this is Patrick. See, soon the children of Camp Henderson and the adults of the neighboring small towns would never again forget. This is gonna be good. The deadly finger. The deadly finger. You got so many ways. Anyways, it says a spine-chilling bestseller by a past master of mystery, Henry Cade. The Deadly Finger. A young doctor with something to hide. A girl who reveals too much. My mind is... And an epidemic of horrifying murders. Oh my gosh. When the man you love, a doctor, disappears for 3 days. When his ex-sweetheart withholds information from the police. When his best friend, also a doctor, is discovered with his throat slit. It's time for a girl to start worrying. And beautiful Linda was plenty worried, especially when Dr. Nick Martin's fingerprints was found on a blood-stained murder weapon. And then Nick Martin's finger showed up. So, obviously, there was some murders made and they took this guy's finger and they're using it to blame everybody. But when you first start reading it, you're like, this magic finger. Oh, the adult mind is so fun, isn't it? Here's another one. It's called The Swarm. This one looked crazy, kind of reminded me of Arachnids, The Fog, The Birds kind of things. Mr. and Mrs. William Peterson died as a result of the bees' bites, and I think they meant stings, unless they're biting. William Peterson died as a result of the bee bites. Their 3 children were also attacked. One, Karen, age 12, severely. What caused the bees to attack is not known. This is Larry Niven, Protector. Look at this. I don't know what that is. An alien. He's something. The pack, and I mean PHSSTHP. Okay. That guy. Maybe it's because of the mouth apparatus. I don't know. So the pack had been traveling for most of his 32,000 years. His mission to save, develop, and protect a group of Pak breeders sent out into space some 2.5 million years before. Brennan was a belter, the product of a fiercely independent... Is this Brennan? No, this has to be that. Brennan was a belter, the product of a fiercely independent someone living in and on and around outer asteroid belt. The belters were rebels, one and all, and Brennan was a smuggler. The belt worlds had been tracking the Pak ship for days. Brennan figured to meet that ship first. He was never seen again, at least not by those alive at the time. So I think this is a little bit of a sci-fi. So this is by William P. McGivern, and this is definitely old school. So it says the dude was happy drinking, woke up with blood on his hands, and guess what? Dead body on the floor. Of course I can't is to unlock the mystery of the Force in Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. This is a best-selling commentary by Frank Alnett, and it says updated and expanded. So... this is back in 1983. Ooh. Yep. Is there truly a force? Who created the universe that binds it together? Who can endow man with the mysterious supernatural powers, and who will ultimately reward the righteous and punish the unjust? Yoda. This is going to be good. I just want to see. So, these are all the things that I have kept from this huge box of mystery boxes that I got off of eBay. I will try to look up the link and link it down below. So there it is, the whole deal. I'm getting rid of it all. Like and subscribe.